Alright, let's look at the garage door a little bit. So, if we go to Help, Student Exercises, and go to the door simulation, there's a few things. First thing it says, we've got these different exercises. Okay, so closed, closed, open and open. Basically, we want it to go all the way up, all the way open. Alright, all the way up, all the way open. Let's go look at the program now. Now, I'm not going to do the whole program. I just want to show you a couple of little features. So let's add a line of code here. But let's make this thing just automatically open. Right, so let's drag an input and output. We know that we want the open button to run motor up. Alright. Alright, so let's download this and see what happens. Download, run. If I hold the open button down, only when the open button's down, it'll open. So let's go back to program. Let's edit these and call it open. Edit this one and call it our motor up. Let's match it. There we go. Now let's add another one that is basically motor down. So, or close and motor down. Right mouse click these to edit it. Motor down. Alright, program, download, run, open, it's opening, close, it's closing. Okay, but we want to make it so you click open and it just keeps going. Let's see, how can we do that? We need to hold this thing on somehow. Oh, we're not in program. Yeah, we are. So, let's drag open within here, and we'll hold it on with, well, gee, we've got a couple of ways to hold it on. One, we could hold it on with itself, which isn't the best way, but let's try it and see. Now, let's download that. Run. Oh, there it goes by itself, but oh no, no way to stop it. Uh-oh. Fire. So let's put this back here. We need some way of turning this off. Well, we have to have some way of stopping this in its tracks, so let's just throw something else in here. And let's go stop. Now, I left it as an examine if closed because this is a normally closed switch, so it's always closed. So let's download that and run and try it out. Hey, we can stop it now. And see, this opens up and stops the whole cycle. Alright. So, on this one we can use the open to hold it on. Now, this necessarily isn't the best way of holding it on, especially if we use bits, it's not so bad, but this open, if we start using the outputs everywhere in here, it's going to get kind of messy. But we could also have used the light to hold it on, so that may have not worked so well. We'll leave it as the open for now. Now, let's make it so that this upper switch will kill it when it hits the top as well. So let's add another one in series, and we'll throw that LS1, the limit switch 1. Hopefully we have it right, but let's check it out and see, and we'll know in just a second. I'm going to close it a little bit. Open. Alright, we're hoping that's not going to... Yep, we're good. Because the switch is on or closed until it hits the top and then it opens. So now we can close. Let's go back and... Oops. It is in program. Let's drop this in and make it work going down too, so we don't have to keep holding it. Alright, close, down. I can even grab the name from somewhere else and put it in there. And this is our stop. And this is LS1. And I like to put up in there so I know which one it actually is. Download, run. holds it on going down, holds it on going up. Awesome. Except going down, we know it's going to hit it. Now, if we notice, the switch is off until it closes, and then it turns on. Oops. Now we gotta be fast with this. Oh, let's stick that up. There we go. So, we need to put a normally closed because it's examine if open. So it's open, so that means this is going to stay on until it hits the bottom. Edit symbol LS2 down. Alright, so this will work, but one thing I kind of want to show you is how bits actually work. Now, this may add a little bit of extra space in your ladder logic, but it kind of cleans things up. So if I say motor up is actually controlled by a bit, and a bit is kind of like this imaginary relay sitting within the program. So let's see if we can go view these. Where did my mouse go? There it is. Alright, data table. So we can go in here and look at the different kinds of data that we're looking at. B3 is binary. They're these basically bits within the program, and we're going to use, let's try B30, and we have lots of different options within it. So, let's go and make this one B3. What else did it have in there? It said B30. So B30/0. So that'll be the very first bit. And I would like to actually control the motor and change everywhere I have... Uh-oh, that was motor down. That's fine. Everywhere I have motor down, let's change that. I'd prefer it to be motor up. Everywhere I have B300 is now considered motor up. So if we go and make this motor up, now we're turning these on and we don't have a problem. Now, the advantage here is if down the line we're like, uh-oh, we need to move motor up to a different output port on our PLC. Okay, all we have to do is come into our program and modify this bit right here. Instead of output 2.0, it might be output 2.3, output 2.10, I don't know. If we didn't do it this way, we would have to dig through our code, and every single place that we add the motor down or motor up, we'd have to change. So this cleans it up a little bit. Now this does make your code a little longer when you do it. The ones we're doing, it's not going to matter. Sometimes that could be a big deal. Newer stuff that we're doing, there's lots of room, so we want to make it neat and organized. So edit symbol, I'm going to put motor up bit. Okay. So that's how bits work. We can see how to use a little seal in. These are seal ins. You can have stuff turn off. Now if we look at this, we can say if you turn on motor 1 and stop is not pressed and the door is not up, then turn on the output. And then once we say once it's started, if the motor is going up and these aren't pressed, let it continue going up, and it's just going to keep cycling. So if you look at it, this could be pretty slick. Now, download, run, let's try opening up. Now if we hit close, oh, dang it. It just tried to open and close at the same time. Not a good deal. So we burned up our motor. So you got to figure out how to keep it from going, not from going up while going down. So you can look at that at two things. If you're going up, okay, we can either say, if the motor is going up, don't let the motor go down, so we can actually insert this bit somewhere into the series on this line, or we can find another method. Maybe it's lights aren't going to work too well, but maybe it's something else. So let's stop for that. This is kind of getting a little longer.